Very exciting, here with one of the world's best drifters, Mad Mike. This is Mad Mike Motorsport headquarters in Hampton Downs, just outside of Auckland. Now, tell us a little bit about this. I can see some pretty incredible pictures up here. What's happening here? Is that you and your...
That's Rad Bull. That's our little MX-5 with 1200 horsepower. So, I mean, this whole wall is really just a highlight reel of my career of drifting.
And for those that don't know, you came third in the World Championship.
We came third in the World Championship with that car. So it runs a 4-rotor with twin turbo set up on it.
How much horsepower are we talking?
It's 1198, so
just a little bit.
On 19 pound, but you've got to keep it reliable as well. So on 19 pound, we'll run the whole season on the same motor. We did a 6-part series of the entire build, and then on the final shoot, this was it. Was going to be the revealer, the banger. Got to the track and literally 2 laps in, put myself in hospital, hit the wall at like 200 kilometres an hour, just about destroyed the entire car, crushed liver, urinating blood. It was a pretty messed up crash.
It's another day at the office then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not all easy work, eh? And then so we then had to rebuild the car. We put it on a plane, we missed the first round of the championship. We got to the second round, which was in Atlanta. I managed to, second time driving the car, we actually qualified it in 4th spot. I was a little nervous, to be honest, but that was the start of what went on for 2 years, and developing that car to then becoming, getting third in the World Drifting Championship. It's been really cool. But let's go out into the shop and show you some real cool stuff. Let's get it. The little toy is it's a Red Bull Trolley Grand Prix. They have the downhill Grand Prix, so we built a replica of our World Championship Rad Bull MX-5.
Pretty serious looking thing.
Yeah, it's got a good strong roll cage, hydraulic handbrake, carbon race tech seats and all the jazz, eh?
So this is an absolute work of art. This is an RX-3 mixed with an RX-7?
Yep, so it's a FD RX-7.
Yep.
This thing has literally been around the world quite a few times now. And we've had many podiums, many wins. We won the Asia Pacific World Drift Champs in 2009 with it. We won the World Power Slide Championship with it up in Gutbull in Norway. But it's one of those things, and every year we just like to rebuild the cars, change the cosmetics, change the graphics, because I enjoy that side of the drifting as much as the actual competition side is.
Now this one's not a turbo, is it? This is a quad rotor.
So this is going to give you a little peek under the hood here. So this runs the same motor as the Le Mans winning 787B.
Yeah.
So one of those childhood dreams of being able to have a car that sounded like the Mazda Le Mans 787B. So this is all done here in New Zealand, hand fabricated. Other than the crank, the whole motor is Mazda, genuine Mazda parts. So it's just a contraption of different parts, and obviously natural aspirated, peripheral ports, so the fuel's just straight into the housings. Yeah,
so I imagine the probably the fuel. It's probably not quite as efficient as the diesel.
Drinks a lot of fuel and spits a lot of flame.
Here's the bazooka.
Yeah, we've had to extend the exhaust out the back, otherwise it just melts all the rear bumpers.
Yeah. And what's it like to drive? Is it easy, difficult?
No, this is, of all the cars, this is the hardest to drive, being naturally aspirated. Yep. The rotary produces good power. This thing's naturally aspirated, 537 horsepower to the tyre, but no torque. So it's like a 125 2-stroke motocross bike. You had to drive right foot flat and just through the box and on the clutch. It's a lot of clutch slipping, clutch kicks. They're just the original Series 2 Mazda RX-2, which we found in Florida, and it's really hard to find these in this condition that have been untouched.
Mate, that is absolutely pristine.
Yeah, you can see the interior is like brand new.
Get in here. This is, so what year is this?
This is 73.
73,
Series 2, so it's my favourite of the, but to find the silver with black interior is really hard.
Yeah.
And you still got all the little paper tags and how to operate the choke.
That's fantastic. Now, I have noticed something else over here. A little wide there.
So this is a 1987 Mazda Loose.
A little bit of stance going on.
So what we're doing here is the Mad Cab.
The Mad Cab, all right.
So we're building a drift taxi. So you guys are actually the first ones to see this. So
this is cool.
4-door. We're going to put a roll cage in it. So we've still got to finish the interior, but it's going to have 4 race seats, roll cage.
So you're going to have 2 people in the back. Now they're going to get like extreme G-forces because in the back.
They're so far back and such a long wheelbase.
Yeah.
And then, of course, interior is pretty lavish. It's got electric, even the electric seats in the back. It's got a fridge in the back.
The best.
If it's in the Mad Mike stables, it's going to have none other than a rotary transplant. So it's got a...
Oh, that doesn't look original.
It's well, this car factory is a 3-litre V6, I think. So we've downgraded to a 1300, but it's a JC Cosmo 13B.
Well, that's going to give it a bit more go right there.
Yeah, turbo assist, things, 400 or 500 horsepower, but enough to...
So you've got the drift school, and if people are like, you know what, I don't really want to slam around in a drift car, but I want to feel what it's like, this will be the...
It's the ultimate experience. I mean, drifting for me is the most exciting, explosive way to drive a car.
Yeah.
And it's always cool taking, people for rides in the drift car, but if you can do it with 3 up and then they can go away and tell the story, it's that much better. So this is the Bad Bull RX-8, which runs a 3-rotor.
Yep.
20B. On the big Garrett GTX 45 turbo.
That is a big turbo.
And this thing right now is going through a big birthday and turning into its Generation 7. It's going to be cool. We've got all new Rocket Bunny Aero, which we've designed with K-Motor-san again. You can see we changed all this steering. So one thing with the drifting is the extreme amount of steering lock you want to get.
Oh,
so we run
extreme.
Run a wise fab knuckle and arms. So this allows us to get ridiculous amount of steering lock. And with zero Ackerman as well. So the wheels we've found running zero Ackerman, so the whole way through their turning cycle, the wheels are staying exactly the same in parallel. Allows you to have a lot more forward grip, a lot more forward speed, and be able to keep that momentum up.
Thanks for showing us around your workshop. It's been absolutely fantastic, and never know my luck, maybe I'll get to have a little spin in one of these.
Oh, you want to go for a spin? Well, I think we can work that out. That's car's ready to rock and roll. It's meant to be in retirement, but we just keep taking it out.
Mate, it's reliable, why not?
All right, well, let's go.
All right, let's do it.